Hello, my name is Ines Malis. I'm from class 334A07. Today I'm gonna presenting to you about Advanced Grammar Project 1. And I chose two topics, which is the first one is progressive aspect and the second one is perfect aspect. So I'm gonna tell you the definition of progressive aspect. So the progressive aspect is a grammatical structure used to describe actions that are ongoing, temporary, or developing at a specific point in time. According to Randolph Quirk, the progressive aspect emphasizes continuity and duration. The main characteristics is first, ongoing activity, second, temporary situation, third, continuous process, and the last one is incomplete action. For the function of progressive aspect is functions. The progressive aspect is used first to describe actions happening now, second, to describe temporary activities, third, to show changing situations, fifth, to describe and fourth, to describe interrupted actions. And for the example is the lecturer is explaining the lesson, meaning the explanation is happening at the moment of speaking. So next, I'm gonna explain it to you about the grammatical pattern. So formula of progressive aspect is subject plus be plus verb ing. So the tense is present progressive. For the formula is am or is or are plus verb ing. And second one is past progressive. The formula is was or were plus verb ing. And the third one is future progressive. The formula is will be plus verb ing. And the fourth one is present perfect progressive. The formula is has or have been plus verb ing. And for the grammatical analysis, example 1 is for the sentence is the students are discussing grammar in the classroom. So for the analysis is structure first are discussing. The explanation is present progressive. Second one are. For the explanation is auxiliary verb. Third, discussing present participle. The meaning is the activity is occurring right now. And the original example for the sentence is Rina was preparing her presentation when the lecturer arrived. For analysis, the structure is was preparing. The explanation is past progressive. And the second one is lecturer arrived. Simple past interruption. So the meaning is an ongoing activity was interrupted by another action. Next, for example 3 is for the sentence, the researchers will be conducting interviews next week. For analysis, future progressive construction describes an activity in progress in the future. For the meaning is the interview process will continue over a future period. For example 4, the students have been practicing pronunciation for 3 hours. Analysis, subject plus has or have been plus verb ing. Present perfect progressive and shows duration from past until present. For the media examples, first, tech giants are investing billions of dollars into generative artificial intelligence infrastructure. For the source is the New York Times Technology section, April 2026. And for the linguistic explanation is the present progressive or investing is deployed here to emphasize a live macroeconomic trend currently developing in real time within the tech industry. So, for example, number 2, while the government was negotiating the climate treaty, local environmental groups staged protests outside. Source: The Guardian, World News, March 2026. Linguistic explanation: the past progressive was negotiating, builds a structural background frame for a continuous historical event that occurred simultaneously alongside an abrupt public demonstration. For the database reference, Corpus Linguistic Investigations via the Corpus of Contemporary American English, aka COCA, reveal the present perfect is heavily preferred across virtually all text categories like fiction, news, spoken, academic, and the past perfect, however, exhibits a noticeable higher frequency in fiction and narrative texts compared to journalism or academic reports. This occurs because stories require extensive structural shifting back and forth along timelines, flashbacks, and character histories to construct a cohesive plot. So the second is perfect aspect. For the definition is the perfect aspect connects actions occurring at different times and emphasizes completion or results. According to Kelfrey-Leach, the perfect aspect creates a relationship between a previous action and a later preference point. For a function of perfect aspect, functions, the perfect aspect is used first to express completed actions, 2 to show experiences, 3rd to emphasize results, 4th to describe earlier past events, 5th to connect past and present situations. Next, for grammatical pattern, formula of perfect aspect is subject plus has or have or had plus past participle. For the tense is present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. For the formula is has or have plus verb 3, had plus verb 3, will have plus verb 3. And for the grammatical analysis, example 1 is sentence. For the sentence is the lecturer has explained the material clearly. For the analysis is structure first has explained. The explanation is present perfect. Second one is has. So the explanation is auxiliary. And third, explained. The explanation is past participle. So the meaning is the explanation is completed and relevant now. And for example 2, the sentence is the student has completed the assignment before the deadline. For the analysis is past perfect construction, earlier action completed before another event. Example 3, for the sentence is she will have finished her presentation by tomorrow morning. Analysis, future perfect structure, completion before a future time reference. For the last example is sentence. The researchers have conducted several linguistic studies. For the analysis is present perfect, shows accumulated experience and completed research. For the media examples, example 1 is the central bank has raised interest rates to combat inflation. Source: Reuters Financial News, January 2026. Linguistic explanation is the present perfect structure has raised communicates a recent action where the strategic rate hike happened in the past, but its economic ripple effects dominate current financial markets. For example 2, by the time rescuers arrived at the remote village, volunteers had already evacuated dozens of families. Source: BBC World News, Disaster Report, April 2026. And for the linguistic explanation is the past perfect had already evacuated. Clarifies a timeline proving the structural completion of the evacuation efforts before the official rescue team reached the location. And for the research evidence and conclusion, research evidence, according to British National Corpus, perfect constructions are frequently used in academic and journal writing to establish temporal relationships. For the source is British National Corpus. And for the conclusion, the perfect aspect is essential because it, first, connects actions across time, second, expresses completion, third, improves temporal accuracy in communication. So the part 2, progressive aspect, study case assignment. The original story is yesterday, Andy was sitting in the classroom while the lecturer is explaining the progressive aspect. The lecturer says that this aspect is used to describe actions that are happening now or at the moment speaking. While Andy is listening, his friends was talking and are not paying attention. One student is saying that he is not understanding the lesson because he did not focusing. The lecturer was giving more examples and is trying to make the explanation clearer, but some students are still confused about the topic. So here's the error found. The incorrect words is 1 is explaining, because the correct one was explaining, because if it's from the past. And number 2, for the incorrect one is say, the correct one is said. Number 3, the incorrect one is listening, the correct one was listening. Number 4 was talking, and for the correct one is were talking. And number 5 is are not paying, the correct one were not paying. And number 6 is say, and the correct one is said. Number 7 is not understanding, the correct one does not understand. Number 8 is do not confusing, and the correct one was not focusing. Number 9 is was give, the correct one is was giving. Number 10 is trying, and the correct one was trying. And the last one is confused, and the correct one is confused. So the corrected paragraph is: yesterday, Andy was sitting in the classroom while the lecturer was explaining the progressive aspect. The lecturer said that this aspect is used to describe actions that are happening now or at the moment of speaking. While Andy was listening, his friends were talking and were not paying attention. One student said that he does not understand the lesson because he was not focusing. The lecturer was giving more examples and was trying to make the explanation clearer, but some students were still confused about the topic. So the grammatical analysis is: for the error, first, explaining. It should be was explaining. For the explanation is: the paragraph refers to a past situation, therefore past progressive is required. Second, say. It should be said, because the explanation, past tense, is required to reporting verbs. And was talking, it should be were talking. For the explanation is: France is plural and requires were. And the last one, confuse. It should be confused. Confused is an adjective describing feelings or conditions. For the grammar theory reference, according to English Grammar in Use, the progressive aspect describes actions in progress at particular time. According to a comprehensive grammar of the English language, tense consistency is essential in connected discourse. For the perfect aspect, original story. Cindy is studying the perfect aspect for her grammar exam last night. He has finished her homework before she go to sleep, but she still feels confused about some examples. Her lecturer has explained this topic many times, yet Cindy did not understand it completely. She said that she have saw similar sentences in her textbook, but she still did not know how to use them correctly. By the time she finished studying, she has made some progress, although she has not fully understand the lesson. The errors found is: for the incorrect is studying. The correct one was studying. The incorrect has finished, and the correct is had finished. And the incorrect go. The correct one is went. Incorrect feel. Correct felt. Incorrect has explained. Correct has explained. Incorrect did not understood. Correct did not understand. Incorrect have saw. Correct had seen. Incorrect has make. The correct one had made. Incorrect has not fully understand. The correct one had not fully understood. So the corrected paragraph is: Siti was studying the perfect aspect for her grammar exam last night. She had finished her homework before she went to sleep, but she still felt confused about some examples. Her lecturer has explained this topic many times, yet Siti did not understand it completely. She said that she had seen similar sentences in her textbook, but she still did not know how to use them correctly. By the time she finished studying, she had made some progress, although she had not fully understood the lesson. For the grammatical analysis, the error is studying. It should be was studying. The explanation is last night requires past tense. And then the error is has finished. It should be had finished. For the explanation is past perfect is required to show earlier completion. And next, did not understood. It should be did not understand. The explanation is after did not, the base verb must be used. And the second one, have saw. It should be had seen. The explanation is seen is the correct past participle form. For the references is for the books, English grammar in use, practical English usage, a comprehensive grammar of the English language. For online sources is BBC News, Reuters, The Guardian, Coca Corpus, British National Corpus, and for the research and references is from Quirk R, Greenbaum S, Leach G, and Sportfic G from 1985, a comprehensive grammar of the English language, and Swan M, 2016, practical English usage, and the last one is from Murphy R, 2019, English grammar in use. So that's it for my presentation for the project. Thank you.